Hey everyone, Brandon Lewin here. Today is June 21st, 2012. What's going on? I had a fantastic day. Started off the day real quick, and this is just, I'm going to start off doing a couple blogs, video blogs, and just kind of recording and bring kind of my 2 cents of what's going on and how things are going. Right now you can tell I'm in my house back home. It's like 7 o'clock. So today, this morning started off great. Had a breakfast about 8:30 at Yoke, which is down on Chicago and Wells. Fantastic place, really cool. I read about it a couple months ago, I think in Cranes, and what it was talking about is that a lot of entrepreneurs and venture capitalists go there to meet because it's really close to that whole tech sector over there at 600 West Chicago and a couple other places too around there. A lot of these tech startups are centering themselves around. So cool place. Met these two guys from the KL's web development and apps for small companies and also large companies on the app side. And then Ed is a funny dude. Both are good guys. Ed is a funny dude. Works for a promotional product company. Does really innovative stuff. So if you guys want any intros, that'd be fantastic. Met with these guys because that's part of the KLTR. I'm not a part of the group, but that's part of what they do. Is at every meeting they have these triads where they meet for breakfast outside of the group and they get to know each other and see how they can help each other out. Really cool model. So we did that today. What I found about them is that I could help them in a couple different ways. However, with talking to them, actually something sparked with me, a new package deal that we can actually offer through Pepper Group, using a lot more on the LinkedIn and social media side. So that was pretty cool. And you never know what happens at these meetings. Is that you kind of come into it and you never know. You're going to do the networking. You find out a little bit more about them. They find out a little bit more about you. Obviously, overall, everyone's kind of hoping they can get some type of lead out of it and get some business going. However, it's really about getting to know people, and that's what it came down to. And that's a good segue. So also to kind of backtrack real quick, I know I'm going really fast. However, going back real quick, also in those meetings, not only are you getting to know them and you're looking to potentially, get some more business out of them. However, you can never know what kind of idea. So this idea that it came up with based off of this conversation that we had this morning is going to be fantastic. Put together and packaged the right way can really bring some a good value to potential clients and also help the company out as far as revenue and everything along those lines. So it's really fantastic, and I love how those things kind of occur. You never know. It's exciting and it's fun. Anyway, so later on, transitioning to that relationship, I went to Expo today, and I took the public transportation, which is always a lot of fun, both there to breakfast and also to the McCormick place. And I started reading this book, Crush It. You guys have to read it. This guy, Gary Vaynerchuk. I basically murdered his last name. However, and it's spelled out very quickly, spelled out on top of here, and I'm bad with names as far as last names. However, Gary, I heard him speak a couple months ago at an expo or at a speaking engagement with about a bunch of different speakers about 3 months ago here in Chicago. Dude is great. He just gets it. He's a hustler. He's hyper. If you haven't checked him out, go ahead, look him up on Twitter. Check out his book, Crush It. He's got another one called Thank You Economy and just started this one. It's fantastic. It really talks basically a lot. What he's talked about is during his presentation, but it's great. Just kind of gets you hyped up. So anyway, I went to this expo at the McCormick place. It is this one. It was like 6 expos in one, but it's the Midwest Premier Project Acceleration Resource. It had 6 different ones, basically for the design and manufacturing industry, and we do a lot of work in those industries and with those type of clients. And so part of it, we go to these expos because, one, obviously looking for new business, and 2, is really, and that's the main focus actually coming into it, is just to get to know these companies to find out how we might be able to help them, because they might not need help with the marketing right now. However, what we can do is that they could potentially help our clients, or our clients can help them, because we work with a lot of manufacturing companies. So we do that, and it's just a fantastic approach, and it really helps everyone. It's a win-win-win situation. So it's great. But it's funny how people react. You're in the sales or you're in a marketing role usually when you're standing behind these booths at these trade shows, and you put on this you turn on this switch. You're like ready. You're like, oh, someone's coming to talk to me. Fantastic. Let's talk. Let's see if we could turn them into a lead. You talk to them. say for instance me, and you find out that I am not a prospect. However, what I can do is bring you a lot more prospects than just one. But these people just don't get that. They're too single-minded, and it's unfortunate. And it's just like you have to think about it. Is that in the broader aspect? Is that if I'm working with hundreds, tens, even if it's just 10 manufacturers, those are 10 manufacturers you would have never got yourself in front of, most likely. So why not take the time to get to know me, spend some time outside of the show to learn about each other, and see how we can help each other out. That's what relationship and what marketing and sales and networking is all about. Building relationships. That's what it is about in society right now. Relationships. Start to build that trust. Like that person. You have to like that person too. You have to have some type of commonality. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't, and then you go from there, and then you see how you can help each other out, and you can do it in so many different ways. So that's my 2 cents for the day. Have a fantastic and powerful creative day today, and hopefully you can change someone's lives in some small particular way moving forward. I'll talk to you on the flip side.